From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Right to the air is Mahomes.
On the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
The slot man in motion right. A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson now off the bootleg. And he'll just get rid of it.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And it'll be a terrific...
It's the quick response team. Down 3, they come right back with a big return. They want to at least tie this game up.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. His pass caught at the 4. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I was just about to say, you losing all them niggas, man.
That going on around you and not letting your eyes go down to where the pass rush is. Instead, keeping them downfield. And that time he did and got his tight end for the first time.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. from the shotgun. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Now they'll empty out the backfield. On 3rd and goal, Wilson dancing to it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Seibert able to knock this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touch.
Top of it all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 31, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. And they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Rolling to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. After one, it's 13-6. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Moore, the man in motion. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson gets it underneath to Hall. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ready. You're out.
In motion right is Wilson.
Squeeze, get in there. Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's Hall again. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
On the counter, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Moore, the man in motion. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll go again with Hall. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. H3, 218, chopper, chopper.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. Draws off. Moves on forward.
They'll give the...
One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we
The
go.
fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
This is Hall.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Jets on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. The slot man in motion right. On third down, here's Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second and 6. Hall want to give up the middle. And he loses the football a second time. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team. Fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Hall. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Set, ready. Squeeze, squeeze, get in there.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And the tight end goes in motion left. Paul again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Hardman to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mahomes will throw. Finding Kelsey. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Second and 10. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. A big play there for KC. 66 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Wilson.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chiefs, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.